in the background. So, Layla. Where song them wanna always play and sing? Sing one of the song for the audience. Come sing it loud, make them hear. Come sing a song, sing a song.
Ding ding ding, ding 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 ding, tum tum sao, ta 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 ta, tanomino cocomelo capibara, cocomelo chimpanzini banani, bella nonna como, chalalelo chalala, ocalelo ocala, catovito cocamo, cocofante elefanto, bombadilo, crocodilo, pionilo, colobino, chulimelo, chulicina, barino, cappuccino.
All right, Miss Woman could sing again. Give me my talk to the people. All right, so wagwan. So that was my daughter and Alton daughter singing. All right, you don't have to be quiet, right? Please, have to be quiet. All right, so wagwan, peeps. All right, big up over in a Baltimore, Maryland. Big up yourself. Give thanks to watching movie them. All right, so with no further ado, we're gonna give you a reason because here we go. We know we come on from here and we talk about a lot of things a lot of times, and let's get some of the negative stuff out of the way first, and then we start talk about some of the positive. Because you don't know one thing people have to understand that we are human beings and we have feelings. So there are a lot of times and a lot of things will happen. We don't care how we think and don't care how we try to avoid it, it will affect we see? And when we want to understand exactly what I talk about. A lot of times comments when we do a movie and some people make some comments, it do affect me or it affect sometimes it affect the actors them who play the role. But we don't really make it be a big deal because we know say people share their own comments and that's your everybody allowed to have their own opinion and views. However, one of the things we kind of get me ticked off is when people make the extra effort to directly message me on Instagram or call me. Because a lot of time people literally call my phone and say certain things and then it tick me off because it tells me that you go out of your way to invade my own personal space and say certain things to me. And really and truly, most people don't know what really goes in to make these movies. You know what I mean? They don't know the effort, they know the time, the money where it takes to make these content. And literally, we are put them on YouTube with the hope of making back revenue. Sometimes we don't. A matter of fact, most time we don't. So now, what exactly me I talk about is that the other day, one lady called me, and when she called, all right, before me even reach this, I want persons to type in the comments if when you watch a Richard Brown Films movie or a Paradise Nation movie, if you can differentiate Richard Brown Films from everybody else films. Because this is the thing, you can't watch a Tyler Perry movie. You can't watch every movie and say Tyler Perry do it. You have to can differentiate Tyler Perry movie from every other else movie, right? So if you watch a Richard Brown Films movie, you should be able to can differentiate a Richard Brown Films movie from everybody else, right? So now this lady called me and I appreciated the call. However, she called me and I said to me, say, Richard, I'm calling all the way from New York, and I watch your movies. And I must say, one of the things I don't like about the movies, I don't think it's a good example for the youths in Jamaica. That's what she say, I don't think the movie is a good example for the youths in Jamaica. So I said to her, I say, tell me one of the movies them where you watch. She said she watch Evil Therapist. And she said to me, say, them end abrupt. I said, did you watch part two? She said, no, she don't watch it yet. I said, exactly. That's why you're going to think part one end abrupt, because there is a part two. And I said, not only that, what is negative about the movie? She can't tell me. Every movie when we make, I try to always show the negative and then show what happened when negativity plays a part. I always try to do that. I always leave a lesson in every one of the movie them when me do. The only movie in my career me can tell you was outright violent at the first movie me ever make, and that was 12 years ago. That was 12 years ago. And me personally feel like I have grown so much in terms of my writing skill, the type of content that I put out and everything. So if the show call me and say that me not understand which movie she watch, then she go say to me, say, oh, um, even one of the movies I watch with Kayla. So I said to her, I said, stop right there. Me say, I have never filmed with Kayla before. I me say, I'm not going to tell you I wouldn't film with her. I would, because she's a good actress. But I have never filmed with her before. So for you to be saying that, oh, you watch one of the movie with Kayla, I know me do it. So how you gonna tell me about other content that you're watching on YouTube? I said to her, listen, what you need to do is what you need to do is when you're going to watch the movies, look on the start of the movie, then you will see if it's a Richard Brown production, you will see if it's a Jamie Wood production, you will see if it's a Popeye production, you will see if it's a production, you will see the persons who do the movie. So people need to stop confuse all of the movie them and things that either Richard Brown do them or a Fire do them. We don't need to can differentiate them, and with that, then you can make proper comments and you can make proper statements. Because for me personally, I find certain things being offensive when people say it to me. Or then watch a movie and them all say, oh, me watch a movie and I then comment, a police boy in the that um Vassal them attack, Vassal big man. A police boy, a idiot. This, that. Listen, the movie was written and he's playing the role that we gave him. And not only that too, but if him can solve a case right as the movie start, what gonna happen to the movie? Movie are done right there. So I think people are not watching objectively and watching with an understanding. I mean, feel like that is some of the things that fail us as Jamaicans. We don't read with understanding, we don't watch with understanding, and we don't listen with understanding. We tend to just act on emotions. You know what I mean? But as I said, those are the two things I wanted to address. People just need to know. So if you not call me, I don't know, call me with some motivational words and say, yo, Richie, I love what you do, continue to do what you do, and tell me how we can get better, rather than trying to tear down what we do. You know the funny thing that I see on the internet, I'd never ever think me ever see one white person, I want Chinese person slung on the internet and a tear down in own race. Only black people alone do that. Black people are the only set of people who do that. We are, as a black nation, I'm not talking about Jamaica, I'm talking about black people worldwide. We are the only set of race of people who tear down with one another. So you don't see the Chinese that do it, you don't see the Indians that do it. Black people are the only set of people who do that. And do it on such a such a regular basis. It's like, for me personally, I feel like sometimes some people love to see other them own black people feel. I'm sorry if you have vent someone still, but I just did feel like to let it off in the night. But anyway, I know that me really company life to talk about. When my company life to talk about is that there is this one specific, other than, let me soon make a company life. Give me a minute. Go and eat a cheese. Let's make a company life. All right. Other than stuff that I talk about in terms of me wanting to buy a new drone and a new laptop, me gonna talk about that in the last part of the live. But what I really want to talk about is I want to I want to put on a seminar. And the seminar that I want to put on is one where I'm going to have an acting coach. An acting coach do a 2 day seminar teaching persons who are interested in acting how to better themselves as actors. Now, the persons who I want to be a part of the course is my set of actors, Jamie Wood set of actors, Popeye set of actors, all the persons who are heavily involved in acting in the Western region, what on YouTube. Now, with that said, it going to take money. And the money where it going to take is not money that me are gonna need is the money that is going to be needed to pay the instructor. Instructor not cheap. You come on 2 day plus accommodation, it's about take a piece of money. So I'm on here asking you, the subscribers, if you're interested in taking on a venture like that, please feel free to reach out to me on Instagram, Richard Brown Films, or I'm going to put my number in the chat. Reach out to me, and I'm going to pin it at the top of the comment. So reach out to me, and if you guys are interested to contribute towards it, please contribute, because I feel like doing something like this, it is going to make us as persons who are creating content, movies for YouTube, it is going to help us to be better in the craft that we're doing. And the only way we can grow is through training and getting better. And the thing is, we are not getting the help that we need from neither corporate Jamaica nor government. So we have to do it for our own. Hold on, let me take that call. Don't cut off. Hello? 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 Yeah, can I call you back in 5 minutes? I'm on a live on YouTube. Can I call you back 2 minutes? Okay, I'll call you back. Yeah, man. Thanks for calling. All right. So as I was saying, um, I want to put on a seminar, and this seminar that I'm going to put on is going to help to better us as actors and filmmakers. But as I say, it will take up some money. So I'm gonna need all the help me can get. Who can send $50? Who can send $100? Send it. All of it gonna make sense at the end of the day. Because if I can get, I'm going to put it at 20 people. If I can get 20 persons to send me $100, I have Cash App. I have Cash App, and I have Zelle. So if I can get 100, I can get 20 people send me $100. That is $2,000. I think that would be more than enough to put on the seminar, get the venue, get the instructor, and probably provide a little refreshment for everybody. I think we can do it that way. So persons who are interested, please link me up on Instagram, or there's my number. Call me, and we can make arrangement how you guys can contribute towards that, because that is going to help to develop the film industry. And what we will do as a thank you is we will definitely film the seminar and we will post it so you guys can watch it and see where your money went, right? So that's the plan. So please, you need that for real. Yeah, man, we definitely need that, because I'm going to put it like this. We are good in the sense of we have been doing it for so long, so we get naturalized by doing it every day. But we still want to little polish up. You know what I mean? And that is how I am. I am this type of person. I believe in I'm a student. I believe in continuous learning and getting better at anything that I'm doing, especially if it's Leila, take that off your neck. Kids. Um, so that is something that I want to do. I want to do some training. I want to do some training for myself, Alton, Javi, everybody that's involved. Want to do some training. And once the acting thing is a success, then the other aspect of a seminar that I want to put on, I think I want to put on a seminar where I have probably a professional filmmaker from Kingston come down and do a 2 day where we can teach some of the persons who are the YouTube how to film properly. Because it no matter how me look on it, even when Richard Brown films are I say a number one, I still want other people can develop and get for them YouTube channel and quality of work up to one level. So therefore, international people can start looking upon we and say, yo, No longer can we deny these people. They are doing wonderful jobs. Just like how back in the days when you watch an African movie, and when you watch, good evening, when you watch an African movie, you say, yo, this crappy, And then years go by, and when you look at an African movie now, you barely can tell the difference between an African movie and where you see a Hollywood. And these people started from down at the bottom of the barrel. So me feel like with training and development, we here in Jamaica can get better. And me not talk about the foolishness when me see government put out so them a give money and then me not hear about nobody get no money. Me not talk about that. Me talk about we doing it ourselves. And that's when me think how the film industry will grow up. I develop. We have to do it ourselves. You know what I mean? We have to do it ourselves. Without money or not, we have to do it with itself. I have a platform here where I have 100,000 100 200,000 subscribers. Me I say 100 200,000 subscribers. You guys must can jump in if you're not loyal to what we are doing. I love Richard Brown films. You know, African jump in, man, and help the cause. But one for definitely do something. I want to put on a seminar and I want to involve everybody who in this thing. You know what I mean? That is the aim. Where's the high life? All right. Go on, go play. Give me a break, please. Don't put that for your neck. Okay. All right. So basically, that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about putting on the seminar. The last thing before me go, because I don't want to spend all time boring everybody on the live. I definitely still want to buy a new drone and I want to buy a new laptop. We have been using this laptop for over 3 years, I think. No, 3 years. Yeah, probably 3 years. I go on 3 years. Yeah, probably 3 years. Yeah, probably around that. And yeah, so I'm going on 3 years now. I want to get something brand new. You know what I mean? So that's the definite plan. So please, my number is there. Reach out to me and we can talk and see how we can get something going. I want to get a drone, I want to get the laptop, and I want to put on the seminar. You know what I mean? So big up on yourself. Thank you guys for watching. Much love, much respect. Big up on yourself.